Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Fenton Forest 4X map with seasons, with me, the Farm Sim God. It is day 2, day 3 now of summer, and when I last left you yesterday, I was doing a bit of old forage harvesting using our lovely new class forage harvester. As you can see, it's a bit mucky. That's because I actually got a bit carried away with the old forest harvester. You remember I was doing field 3? Well, I ended up doing all of field 3, all the grass around field 3, a lot of the grass around field 2, all the grass around field 5 and down at the bottom of field 5. So I've done a fair bit of forage harvesting. I've done quite a bit. However, I don't know yet if that means we're actually allowed to do the corn harvest that I was going to do. I'll check on the field. It doesn't look like this field is ready to be foraged yet, so potentially that means there's not a lot. I hate to say it, but there's probably not a lot I can do today. This video could be very short and sweet. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you all again. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. It is 7:20 in the morning, which means I probably ought to run round. Just quickly give every animal a quick splash of food and water and all that good stuff. I check on the slurry situation. We've got 108,000 litres in the pigs. We've got 64,000 litres in the old cow pen. Maybe do with adding some more cows. Problem is the cows aren't going to be very old. That's the problem. They've got 1.2 years on the sailors. And on the Irish shears, we've got 2.3. Yeah, they're not really old. Well, we'll have another 10 of them. We'll have another 10 of those. It'll at least give our slurry production a boost, having 20 extra cows. The chickens probably haven't done any real serious egg laying. Getting close. Look, I balanced out the pens the other day, didn't I? By getting rid of the excess male chickens. That's probably a good thing. I mean, obviously, once we've got a full pen of 1,000 chickens, hopefully 99% of them being female, we will have egg production like you wouldn't believe. You know, every day, hopefully, I'd have a full pen of eggs to worry about. So how are we doing on the old silage front? We've got nearly 985,000 litres of silage, which means all the chaff that I put in there last night has been processed. All the grass that I put in there last night has been processed. So we could probably do with doing a couple of runs up to the up to the old BGA. I don't think the sheep particularly require a great deal of attention. They're doing okay. Excuse me and my throat, my voice. There we go. Chickens fed and watered. Sheep fed and watered. Wool production has, of course, now slowed down as we hit the summer, so I shouldn't imagine they're going to be producing a lot more wool. Expect, obviously, slurry production to go up, and I would expect that to be beneficial to us. Right, I suppose we could do a few runs, take some silage over to the BGA. We're not in a position to mow the grass yet. Sadly, because the grass is still growing. Look, you can't make really tight turns in this with this configuration of trailer. We might also have potentially more soybeans to sell today. Price is going down at the dairy, but the price is on the up at a couple of the other places. North Mill being one of the places which is obviously accepting soybeans, because we've still got a lot of soybeans. Nearly 500,000 litres worth. We may go and get rid of some more soybeans today. Anyway, we'll go keep the BGA happy with 300,000 litres of silage. If we do 3 runs, that'll be 900,000 litres, which will be a great payout. Of course, it will give us about 450,000 litres of digestate that we can use for making into fertiliser. I did mention we might look at possibly doing some contracts if there's anything that grabs my eye. Couple of sowing contracts, do planting, sow field 39 for 14 grand. Not really. Field 42 for that's fertilising. Yeah. Sowing contracts really need to pay more in this game. I'm not being funny. Sowing contracts where you're using seed and fertiliser, and you know they take a long time, should pay a lot more than fertilising contracts in my opinion. That's one of the things that kind of puts me off doing contracts with seasons. The contracts just don't pay. The mission system in the game does need to be looked at, and I hope for FS21 Giants do refine that a bit and do some improvements to the mission system. Obviously it's come a long way since FS17 and the games before that, but it's not brilliant. Because I think some of the contracts are definitely things like ploughing, cultivating. They should they're really time intensive jobs, and they don't pay anywhere near enough money. The amount of time it takes to do them, especially if you're using, you know, vanilla base game tools and equipment, you know. Take up a ploughing contract. You know, when the game first came out, say the day the game come out, released, if you took up a ploughing contract, the largest plough you could use is the 10-metre one. That's going to take you forever to do a field. Forever. I would also like to see the system come back into Farming Sim, where if you repeatedly do contracts for a farmer, you get like a reward system, if you like. So if you do lots of jobs for a farmer, eventually you can buy their field cheaper. That was one of the things about, you know, FS17. One of the reasons why you did contracts in FS17 and did missions in FS17 was because it basically let you buy the fields cheaper. You know, you could save money on your land purchases by, you know, getting friendly with the farmer. I would like to see that come back. I'd like to see land auctions come back, where fields get like put up for sale in like auctions, and you compete against the AI farmers. You like bid against them for the land, so you could potentially get a field for cheap, again cheap, or you know, and you could put your fields up for auction. You know, if you want to sell off your land at times, you could, you know. I just think cool little changes like that would make the game cool. I was kind of hoping though I'd get to do more forage harvesting today, but it doesn't look like it. That field, the field with corn hasn't ticked over to the point where I can... I guess it's got to be dark green before it'll let me... Got to be dark green before it'll let me do what I need to do to it. Right. What I'll do is I will continue this day of selling stuff. I'll pause the video and I'll bring you guys back on day 4 of summer, when hopefully we can do a little bit more stuff. Hopefully we can begin forage harvesting. Maybe even doing some regular harvesting would be nice. So I'll bring you guys back in a few minutes. Welcome back everybody. As you can see, I'm in the forage harvester. No, it is not day 4 of summer. I haven't fast forwarded the game at all. I've literally just been and sold the 3 trailer loads of silage and 1 trailer load of soybeans. We've gone past midday and the growth stages on the field seems to have changed, because even the grass is now apparently ready to mow. So I figured we're probably in a position whereby we can chaff the corn. Oh yes we can. We are forage harvesting, baby. Putting the loading wagon to good use. A brand new killer machine. We're going to end up making a load more silage. We will make a load more silage. We've just got rid of 900,000 litres. We're probably going to easily make just as many from this field. But yeah, it's strange that, because certainly at the start of the day, this field was not ready to harvest. And now like I say, I've played through till lunchtime in the game and the field's grown to the point where I can. I was expecting to be able to do this on day 4 of summer, because obviously day 5 of summer you can start to actually harvest the corn and such things. So I expected that this would give me some problems. must admit, I'm tempted to go and get the black sheep trailer now, because this is obviously the auger wagon only holds 60,000 litres, which is a bit of a problem. I'm going to need to empty that a couple of times. Perhaps having the big black sheep trailers down here to empty the auger wagon into. I know I used the man truck last time, didn't I, for doing the canola and the grass, but that only holds about 200,000. I like it. I love the fact that you can connect a trailer to the back of the forage harvester, so you can actually do it yourself as a single player. It always frustrated me with the base game harvesters that they wouldn't connect to a trailer, so you was forced to hire a worker. Right, I now need to find my truck. Oh, by the way, when I sold my soybeans, I sold it at the place up here at North Mill. It's quite a nice drive up here past the port, round this bend. There's a couple of nice fields that are on, you know, mountain sides. Quite hilly fields up here. But yeah, quite a nice scenic little drive. That's the truck I used previously. Which I'm not going to use. I'm not going to use this for doing the silage today. No, I will use the black sheep trailer. Providing the auger wagon, these will actually go under the auger wagon. Didn't think about that, did I? They should go under the auger pipe. If not, I'll have to use the Super Bee. Because this will hold 5 auger wagon loads. In its 2 trailers, which would make this job much easier for me. Just a shame that the unloading rate on that auger trailer is quite slow. There's a possibility I may look at getting another auger wagon. Pensions? 50k, that's no use. Bergman, probably. I've used this on, obviously on county lines, we've used these. I don't know if it will connect to the back of the trailer, because there's obviously no PTO on there. And there isn't a standard tow bar. So this sadly could be the configuration I'm kind of stuck with. If this hadn't been ready for chaffing today, I would have grabbed one of the Zerions, because I noticed field 3 needs to be lime spreaded after doing the canola, taking the canola off it. So I would have ploughed the field, and then I could have limed it. But, well, I suppose I'd fertilise it first, plough it, then lime spread it. Get it ready for obviously replanting. Which of course I would actually be able to do this year if I stick with the cereal approach to those fields. I could replant them this year. Or, having done the canola, I could put oilseed radish on them now, plough that in, then next year to get the extra, you know, the extra good fertiliser stuff, and then I can put whatever crop comes up in the rotation after canola. For year 3. Carry on. Tell you what, it's going to take a long time to do this field. I may not chaff all of it, you know. I may chaff some of it. Might just leave the rest to become normal corn and harvest it normally. And another 60,000 litres. Crikers, crikers. I ain't even got round the field yet. This will fill up this front trailer. That's a lot of chaff. A lot of chaff. What I probably need to do as well, like I did with field 3, after I forage harvested that, I actually came round and put a little bit of a soil edge between the grass and the field just to separate, because obviously when I was trying to chaff the canola I was having problems where I was mowing the grass as well. I was basically mowing the grass because there wasn't that clear separation between the field edge. So I probably just need to put a little bit of a soil, decorative soil edge on the field, just to stop or prevent problems in the future. You can see the big picture now, can't you? To forage harvest this entire field would take a huge amount of time. Just no way a single player could do it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. Come on, put my creative brain to use. See if I can find a way to come up with a way to do this with course play. Whether there's a way I can do it. It probably means setting up a course. I'd have to record a course with the forage harvester, just the forage harvester on its own. Save the course, then maybe load it into a tractor, but have the tractor offset. It actually drives at an offset to the line that the harvester is on. And have the tractor pulling an auger wagon. That way then I can always drive up beside the auger wagon to empty the auger wagon to keep the vehicles moving. And we're full again. We're not making very fast progress here, are we? I wonder if there is a way to do this. Because one of the things I noticed, was it in the loading wagons? These will pick up swaths of chaff, won't they? One I've already got. I'm wondering if you could forage harvest it so that it actually leaves the swath behind. Could you, in theory, then come round with the loading wagon afterwards and just loading wagon the chaff? And we're full. 300,000 litres of silage making material. Oh my lord, and we haven't even completed the headland. Haven't even completed the headland. Hold too far, back him up. There we are. Drop that in there. Right, we'll have a think. I need to have a think at how best to do this, because obviously I can disconnect that. Right, we could do it this way. I'm sure we can. So stop. Do course play. Field 25. Current vehicle position. Headland. Let's do, say, 6 passes around. And settings. Seems alright. Speed, yeah. Will this guy do it though? He will. Okay, so field 25. Save that. really struggling with speed. No idea. But basically, it's going to take him a flipping long while to do this field, isn't it? if that's his record pay. Tractor. One of the 960s will do. It'll do. Haven't got the Fenton loading wagon, unfortunately. Maybe this will be fine. Activate mini hood. Nope. In work mode, we're going to load a course, which will be field 25 forage harvest, and also field 25 unload to silo. So basically I could have the guy the forage harvester doing the forage harvesting, although to be honest he's not that fast at it. And then I could have this guy loading wagoning. What I might have to, might have to do is pull this guy out of the way for a second. Wrong, don't need lights. Oh, look what he's doing. He's smushing it all over the place. Right, he's going to actually go to the unload course. I'm going to stop this guy. Guided. let him complete his current headland, but yeah, I'll stop him. He's taking too long. That's not going to work for me. That's going to take 2 billion years. Plus, you smush the track when the tractor's driving over it. It's compacting the silage, the chaff. That's terrible. Terrible solution to a problem. Until Mode 2 gets implemented in course play, there is just no way of doing this automatically. Go away, GeForce experience. Pull that up. We'll leave that there for a minute. Keep an eye on this guy, because I may have to just tidy up that field. So anyway, thank you for watching this episode of the Fenton Forest Farm 4X map with seasons. I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of corn chaffing and this little bit of hopefully silage making. I appreciate the fact that I'm going to have to empty this chaff out of this silo to put in the fermenting plant, but hey, it's the closest course I had available. So anyway, be sure to join me again in the next episode of the series. I've been See What Do You Say? Bye for now.